What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Andre's Basketball World. And today we're talking about a couple teams right quick on this 15-minute break I got at work. So let's get started. Let's get started. So I didn't get a chance to watch the Thunder last night, but instead I was watching the Lakers and the Cavaliers. They come on about 6 o'clock, 6:30, something like that. They came on really early and noticed some stuff. I want to watch the Lakers and the Cavs because of a couple things. One, started to one of the guys at work who's a Lakers fan. He's been a Lakers fan for some years. And we had a discussion about LeBron James. So I want to see how they would have, how LeBron would have played against the Cavaliers front court. That was one thing I was looking at. Another thing I was paying attention to see how JJ Redick responds to a clearly a playoff team out there in the East with the Cavaliers, who are one of the teams that are undefeated right now. They are officially 4-0 or 5-0. I think they're 5-0. I think they're 4-0 or 5-0. I don't remember. They're one of those. So want to see how they respond to that. Let's see how his coaching gets to that. And overall, I just want to see how the team looks like a couple games into the season, 4 to 5 games into the season. And the first thing I noticed, that every game they have a key moments, right? There was key moments, depends on the commentary. So if it was commentary for the Cavaliers, it's one thing. If it was commentary for the Lakers, which it was this time, they said key things. It's key matchups. Key matchups, one is slow down the Cavs backcourt. That's Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. Slow them down. The second key was the Anthony Davis versus Jared Allen matchup. And then the third key, I don't remember what the third key was. I ain't going to lie. But those are the main keys. Jared Allen got the best of AD. Let's be honest here. He got the best of AD. There was a couple plays to where AD was going in his paint. He grabbed the rebound. But he tried to grab the rebound, or he was helping on the defensive side of the ball because the Lakers, a lot of those Lakers players are not good defensive players. So he tried to grab the rebound. He tried to help out, and that left the rebound in. Jared Allen grabs that, dunks on him. Jared Allen in his first, in the first quarter, he had 11 rebounds already in the first quarter. We still got 3 more quarters to play. He already got 11 rebounds. I was like, yeah, this about to be a cook game already. Fast forward, you get LeBron out there. LeBron's 40, pretty much. He's 40. This is year 22. I'm not expecting him to play defense. Let's be honest here. After you hit a certain age and after you hit in certain years in the NBA, I'm not expecting you to play perfect defense. There's no way possible. You're going to miss assignments. You're going to get exhausted from carrying on the offensive load. That's just what happens. And that's exactly what happened. He did his thing. He hit all his free throws. I'm pretty sure he hit all his free throws. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure he hit all his free throws. He good to go. Whatever. That's fine with him. Everybody else is where the problem is. Like I said, one of the key things they need to do was slow down that backcourt of Mitchell and Garland. Well, Mitchell went off. He had about 18 or so in the first quarter. So clearly, that didn't work out. Garland was able to slow down because he got into foul troubles. He had like 3 to 4, 5. He had like 3 fouls in the first quarter. So he was going to be a non-existent factor moving forward for the game because he already got his first 3. You only get 6 and you fouled out. He's already on the borderline of getting kicked out the game. They have to worry about him. Evan Mobley was also another matchup they had to worry about. I don't know why people forget about him, but Evan Mobley was another person that had to worry out. But apparently he had about, it was like fourth quarter or something, he had 5 fouls. I was like, dang, he had 5 fouls already? I said, oh, that's probably why I didn't see him on the court. I didn't know he had that many fouls. So pretty much all you had to deal with was Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen for the game. That's pretty much all you had to deal with. And what killed the Lakers throughout the whole game was the entire drive to the paint, kick the ball out to a shooter. The shooter's normally open, 3-point shot, bang. That's what killed the Lakers majority of the game. That's what happens. Garland got in there. I think it was like the second or third quarter. I want to say it was the third quarter, and I think it was like 7 or 5 minutes left in that third quarter, and that's all Garland did. He came into the paint. They corralled the paint, which I don't know why they did it, because you had Anthony Davis out there. Jackson Hayes is a good rim protector. I think he's a good rim protector where he can block the shot or he can alternate the shot. They got them down low, and everybody's crowding the paint, leaving shooters wide open. And that's exactly what the Cavs want y'all to do. They want y'all to crowd the paint as much as possible. Try to stop somebody like Garland to get a layup or a floater or just getting to the paint in general. They want y'all to crowd the paint, and then when they crowd the paint, he could pass it out, and guess who's open? Dean Wade is open. Isaac Okoro's open. Mitchell's open. Garland with himself, when he's not driving, he's open. Ty Jerome was open. Several players that can shoot wide open. They hitting them shots. And if they're not hitting them shots, they hustle, they're faster, they're getting the ball back, and they're still getting them wide open shots still. That's what killed the Lakers. Another thing, which this is just me, it's personally just me. They didn't play Bronny James. He didn't play. JJ Redick decided to play Bronny James last. I understand he's a rookie. He might not be ready, but Gabe Vincent was out there, and Gabe Vincent did absolutely nothing, in my personal opinion. Gabe Vincent was out there for decorations. So I'm looking. I'm just like, okay, if the idea is for if the idea in the thought process is Bronny James might be a defensive level player, why not test that theory out, especially with this backcourt that they have with Mitchell, Garland, and then Ty Jerome was coming off the bench too. So why not just test that theory out instead of just letting whatever happens? Gabe Vincent, last year he had a major injury, so he missed majority of the season last year. And then the year before that, he was with Miami. And, Miami role players, they got a reputation that they're great role players. That's what their reputation is. They're great role players, and they just go. Well, if that's the case, he hasn't played good so far this year. My question is, how long do you wait before you put Bronny James in there just to try something different, just to see if he can hold his own defensively against other players? That's my question. That's definitely my question. Now they're gonna send him down to the G League here. It hasn't been 5 games yet. It's either this is game 4 or game 5. They're gonna send him down to the G League. That's cool. But once again, that's still a question that I remain. Is it smart to put him down there now, or should we wait, see if he's good defensively for the team, and then let his offense come later on? It doesn't matter. The offense, you wait, whatever. Because my thing is, I said his ceiling, in my personal opinion, could be a Patrick Beverly, where he's mostly defensively minded. He's a dog. He's a hustle. He does all this stuff. He does the small stuff on the court that doesn't get picked up on the stat sheets. He does all this other stuff that can make the team win. Because even when he's out there, that's what he was doing. He was trying to fight for the rebounds. He got the ball stolen. He stole the ball like at least twice, I want to say. So why wouldn't he be able to do that? That's my question. That's my thing. So yeah, the Lakers at the tail beat, but just seeing Bronny out there to get his first NBA point, that was cool. It was a mid-range shot over the defender. The defender was right there. He still shot that mug, still made it. He took a 3-point shot. He missed that one, but I was like, good. I'm glad he got some time at least. At least he got some time. I mean, you gotta have players develop. You can't have them sitting on the bench and rotting. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Now, the other team that's undefeated, it happens to be the Oklahoma City Thunder. Our Thunder, my Thunder, undefeated. Yeah. The craziest part about being undefeated is we do not have our backup center. We have Chet Holmgren, who's our starter. Our backup centers, or our other centers, is Isaiah Hartenstein, who's out with an injury. Jay Will, who's out. I think he's supposed to be out 4 to 6 weeks. And we have pretty much a rookie / year 2 player, Ousmane Dieng, who's playing the backup center because he's like 6'9", 6'10". That's our backup center. So we have a young guy playing our backup center position, and we're undefeated. Not only are we undefeated, we are holding teams to less than 95 points a game. Teams are not scoring more than 95 against us this year so far. The last team that did that, if I'm not mistaken, shout out to Players' Choice, shout out to Mars Talk Sports, because that's what he said on the panel. That hasn't been done since the 04 Pistons. That's what the 04 Pistons was doing, was holding teams down that low. We're doing that so far in the beginning of the season without our other big man. So I can only imagine what happens when we get our other big man. What it's going to look like then. Offensively, Shea, he's been a little bit slower this year, which makes sense because Chet Holmgren has taken that step up and he's starting to score more, and he's starting to become more of a 20-point per game scorer. J-Dub is taking the ball. He's trying to get his offensive going still. He's coming through slowly too also. And then this past game, it was Luke Dort that hit 20. So we got options. And then Alex Caruso can't hit a 3 so far. That's fine. because he's going to bring it defensively. We're locked and loaded to play basketball. We're locked and loaded for the playoffs. We're locked and loaded. This regular season stuff is just that. It's the regular season. We're gelling. We're getting the team used to each other's. We are playing great defense, and our offense aiming all the way there. We used to hit a lot of threes. Right now, our threes can't fall. That's okay because we're holding teams under 95 points. 20 years ago, that's when the last time a team did that. That was 20 years ago, and we're doing that right now in 2024. Come on now. I don't know how long it's going to last. Like I said, we can lose any game because the NBA, the Celtics just lost to the Pacers in overtime, and that made the Pacers feel like they can probably beat the Celtics. In reality, most likely can't because they still don't have Kristaps out there. So anybody can beat us. We just waiting. We also held Wemby to 6 points, which is his lowest points per game so far, and this is his year 2. We held him down to 6 points. That's amazing. That's unheard of. Let's be honest. That's kind of crazy. But I need help off for this. I get back to work. But we're coming. We're coming to the top. I don't know who our next matchup is. I don't know who's going to lose first, us or the Cavs. The way the Cavs are playing, I could see them losing first before we do, but I also see us losing first too. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. But you guys make sure y'all following y'all hitting the subscribe button over there on YouTube, Andre's Basketball World. If you're looking at this on Facebook, go over to YouTube and subscribe to there. I got ideas. I just gotta do them. I got ideas. I just gotta do them. That's just one of those. Follow the podcast, The House of Dre and Dre's Wrestling Talk, all on Spotify. I'll catch y'all later.